All right, so today we're going to be taking a deep dive into
Okay.
City of Mist.
Yeah.
It's this tabletop RPG that I've been
Yeah.
really kind of fascinated by.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of like marketing materials here, a wiki, and even some like FAQs and stuff.
Oh, wow. So you've really done your research.
I have. I've been really into it.
Cool.
So basically, imagine like this modern city, right? But it's kind of like shrouded in this mysterious mist.
Okay.
And this mist is like hiding all this like mythical stuff.
Oh, wow.
So you've got like these everyday people, but they're like imbued with the powers of like legendary figures.
So it's like a modern fantasy?
Yes, exactly. Like noir meets urban fantasy.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very cool.
I like that.
The art style is like super cool too. It's like comic book style.
Oh, wow.
Which I think really adds to the whole atmosphere.
So it's like visually appealing as well.
Yeah, very much so.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like when I was reading about this mist, it's not just like a visual thing. It's like a really important part of the game. Like thematically, it's like it's hiding the supernatural from ordinary people, but it's also like this source of like mystery and danger, you know?
Yeah, kind of create like an eerie feeling.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's almost like a character itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like this veil obscuring the truth, but like what's lurking beneath that veil and like who are we even playing as in this world?
So basically you play as everyday people,
Okay.
but they have like this power of these legendary figures within them.
Okay.
So it's not like you're playing as Thor.
Right.
You're playing as like a construction worker who can suddenly like summon lightning.
Okay.
Or like a high school student who can like charm their way through any situation because they have like a touch of Aphrodite.
So it's like they're grappling with this power
Exactly.
while also living like a normal life.
Yeah.
That's got to create some interesting conflicts.
Definitely like internal conflicts.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's really cool. There's this whole thing about mythos and logos. Yes.
Which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, that's like a core concept.
So mythos is like their connection to the supernatural.
Right.
Their powers, their origins, all that stuff.
But their mythical background.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then logos is like their grounded, real world side.
Yeah, their skills,
Yeah.
their job, their relationships.
So it's like this constant push and pull between these two sides.
Exactly.
Like the hero versus the person.
Yeah.
I really like that.
It's a cool dynamic.
Yeah. And it seems like that tension is like what drives the whole...
Drives the character development.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. And I was reading that they use like a modified version of the Powered by the Apocalypse system.
Yes, PBTA.
PBTA. Yeah, I've heard of that.
It's a popular system.
Yeah. But I'm not really sure how it works.
So basically in PBTA,
Okay.
the story is like the most important thing.
Okay.
So your choices, your actions, they shape what happens next.
So it's less about like rolling dice
It's less about the mechanics.
and more about the narrative.
Gotcha. So it's more like you're creating a story.
Collaboratively with the other players.
So if I'm getting this right, it's less about planning every single move and more about like reacting.
Yeah, more reacting to the situation.
Yeah.
And letting the story unfold organically.
I like that.
It's a very free-flowing style.
Yeah, it seems really different from like D&D or...
Yeah, more traditional RPGs.
Yeah. More narrative focused.
Exactly.
Yeah, which I think could be really cool.
Yeah, it can be very immersive and engaging.
And then on top of that, they have this whole tag system.
Yes, the tags.
Which I was kind of confused about.
Okay, so the tags basically add like nuance and flavor to the game.
Okay.
So you have like power tags, weakness tags, story tags, crew tags.
It's a lot of tags.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
But it's actually pretty simple.
Okay, so like how do they actually work in the game?
Okay, so imagine you're playing a character who's like Robin Hood, right?
Yeah.
So one of your power tags might be like expert archer.
Okay.
Right? But it's not just about saying I shoot an arrow.
Right.
You can use that tag to describe your actions.
Okay.
Like, I loose an arrow that weaves through the branches and strikes the target dead center.
Oh, so it's like a descriptive element.
Yeah, it adds flavor to the narrative.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So it encourages you to be more creative with your actions.
Gotcha. And it's not just for powers, right?
No, it's for everything.
Okay.
Like you could have a weakness tag that's like haunted by the past.
Okay.
And they could come into play during like a tense interrogation scene.
Oh, okay. So it makes it harder to focus or something?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it adds like a layer of complexity to your character.
It's not just what they can do. It's like...
It's about who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then they have this thing called Session Zero.
Yes.
Session Zero.
Which sounds interesting. That's like the pregame session.
Okay, so what happens during Session Zero?
Basically, you and the game master and the other players, you all come together to like co-create the world.
Oh, wow. So it's not just...
It's not just character creation.
Yeah.
It's like world building.
Okay, so you're like building the city together.
Exactly. You're
Okay.
deciding like what kind of city it is,
Okay.
what secrets it holds,
Mm-hmm.
what role the mist plays.
That's cool. I really like
It's
that.
very collaborative.
Yeah, you have a lot of agency as a player.
Yeah. You're not just following a pre-written story.
Right.
You're creating it together.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's a very unique aspect of City of Mist.
And then they also have these specific game moves too, right?
Yes, the moves.
Like to emphasize that collaborative storytelling.
Yeah, like convince and change the game.
Okay, what are those?
So basically, moves are like actions
Okay.
that have narrative weight.
Okay.
So convince is like when you want to use your words or your charm,
Okay.
or maybe even a touch of magic
Mhm.
to like sway someone to your side.
Okay.
It's not just about rolling dice.
Great.
It's about describing how your character does it.
So like if my character was a lawyer,
Exactly.
but also like had some Hermes in them,
Yeah.
they could use convince to like...
To negotiate a deal.
Yeah, or like persuade a jury or...
Or talk their way out of a sticky situation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. And then what's change the game?
So change the game is like when you want to shake things up,
Okay.
introduce a twist,
Uh-huh.
turn the tables on your opponents.
So it could be like finding a clue.
Yeah. Or like a surprise attack.
Okay.
Something that changes the course of the story.
So it gives players a lot of freedom.
Yeah, a lot of freedom to improvise.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, it leads to some really epic moments.
I bet. And the
Yeah.
tags come into play here too, right?
Yes, the tags are always important.
Okay.
That, for example, if you have a weakness tag that's like reckless,
Mm-hmm.
you might be tempted to use change the game to do something really daring, but it could backfire.
Oh, so there are consequences.
Yes, always consequences.
It's not just like, you're a superhero.
No, it's about balance
Yeah.
between your strengths and weaknesses.
Which makes it more interesting.
Yeah, it creates drama and tension.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's where the character growth comes from too, right?
Exactly, confronting those weaknesses and
Yeah.
overcoming them.
There's even a move called montage,
Yeah.
right?
Montage,
Which is like fast forwarding through time.
yeah, like a training montage
Yeah.
in a movie.
So like your character goes through this transformative experience.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. And it doesn't have to be physical, right?
No, it could be mental, emotional,
Okay.
magical, anything.
That's cool. And then they have flashback too,
Yes, flashback.
which is all about like your backstory.
Yeah, delving into your past,
Okay.
uncovering secrets.
So it's like peeling back the layers of the onion.
Yeah, okay. Revealing those hidden truths.
That's cool. And that
Yeah.
could even create plot hooks, right?
That's-
Like, what if your flashback reveals a connection to another character?
Yeah, or a long-forgotten secret
Ooh, that's good.
that changes everything.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, flashback is a very powerful tool.
And all of this is happening against the backdrop of this city.
Yes, the city itself is a character.
Yeah, it's giving me like film noir vibes.
definitely.
Like dark alleys, smoky jazz clubs.
Yeah, and secret societies
Ooh,
lurking in the shadows.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's a very atmospheric game.
And because of the mist, there's this constant sense of tension.
Yeah, you never know what's real and what's not.
Right, like is it just the mist or is it something supernatural? I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Like the city is a mirror reflecting the duality within the characters.
That's a great way to put it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So on the surface, everything seems normal,
Yeah,
but underneath.
anything is possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
It's what makes City of Mist so compelling.
Yeah, it's this world where myth and reality collide. And your choices actually matter.
They shape the story.
And it sounds like you can tell any story you want.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a very imaginative game.
I'm really excited to play it now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the mechanics of the game.
Yeah, we've covered a lot.
But I'm kind of curious about like the deeper themes. You know, like
Yeah.
what is City of Mist really about?
Well, I think it's about identity.
Okay.
Like the struggle between our different selves,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the mythos and the logos.
Yeah, like that push and pull.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's also about the clash between the mundane and the magical.
Right. Like how do these mythical figures fit into...
Yeah, how do they navigate
Yeah.
the modern world?
That's cool. And it seems like it's about storytelling too.
Yes, definitely.
Like the power of stories to shape our reality.
And to connect us.
Yeah.
And to help us understand ourselves.
I like that.
There, it's a game that makes you think.
Even after you put the dice away?
Yeah.
I like that. So it sounds like City of Mist is not just a game.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's a good place to wrap up part 1.
Okay, sounds good.
We've talked a lot about the basics of City of Mist.
Yeah, we've laid the groundwork.
Yeah, but there's still so much more to explore.
Definitely.
So make sure to tune in for part 2, where we'll delve even deeper into this amazing game.
We'll uncover more secrets
Yes, we will.
of City of Mist.
Okay, till next time.
See you then. So in session 0, you're not just like deciding who your character is, you're also like shaping the world they live in.
So it's like we're all game masters in a way.
Kinda, yeah. You're all contributing to the story.
I like that a lot. It makes
Yeah.
it feel more like a shared experience.
Exactly. And that's what City of Mist is all about.
Collaboration.
Yeah, like working together to create something cool.
And they even have like specific game moves that emphasize that, right?
Yeah, they have moves like convince and change the game.
Okay, so we talked about this a little bit before, but can you remind me what they are?
So convince is like when you want to persuade someone
Okay.
to do something or believe something.
Like if you're trying to get information out of somebody.
Exactly. Or if you want to make a deal.
Okay.
Or even just like win an argument.
And you use your character's abilities to do that.
Yeah, so like if your character is really charismatic,
Uh-huh.
they might have an easier time convincing someone.
Okay, so it's not just about rolling dice
Right. It's about using your character's strengths.
to influence the narrative.
Exactly.
And then what about change the game?
Change the game is like when you want to do something really dramatic,
Okay.
something that completely shifts the situation.
So it could be like discovering a hidden clue
Yeah, or like launching a surprise attack.
or escaping from a trap.
Exactly.
Hmm.
It's all about turning the tables.
Okay, so it gives players a lot of power.
Yeah, you can really shake things up.
I like that a lot. And I bet the tags come into play here too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like how?
Well, like let's say your character has a weakness tag that's like impulsive.
Okay.
They might be more likely to change the game.
But it could backfire.
Exactly. They might make a rash decision.
That has unintended consequences,
Yeah, there's always a risk.
which makes it more exciting.
Exactly. It keeps things interesting.
And that's where the character growth comes from too, right?
Yeah, like learning from your mistakes.
And overcoming your weaknesses.
Please.
And they have that move called montage, right?
Oh, yeah, montage is great.
It's like fast forwarding through time.
Yeah, like a training montage in a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So your character goes through this transformative experience.
And they come out stronger.
Okay. And it doesn't have to be physical, right?
No, it could be anything.
Like emotional growth or
Yeah. Or spiritual growth.
or even like developing their powers.
Exactly.
That's really cool. And they have flashback too, right?
Yeah, flashback is all about exploring your character's past.
Like those pivotal moments that
Yeah.
shaped who they are.
Exactly. And it can reveal secrets.
Ooh, secrets are always good.
Yeah, they can add a lot of depth to the story.
And they can create plot hooks too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like what if your flashback reveals a connection to another character?
Or a long-forgotten prophecy.
That changes everything.
Exactly. Flashback can be a very powerful tool.
I like that. And all of this is happening in this amazing city.
Yeah. The city is like a character itself.
It's giving me major film noir vibes.
Yeah, like dark alleys and smoky jazz clubs.
Then maybe even a secret society or two.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I love that. And because of the mist, there's this constant sense of mystery.
Yeah, you never know what's lurking around the corner.
Right. Like, is it just fog or is it something supernatural?
Exactly. It
Yeah.
keeps you on the edge of your seat.
I like that. It's like the city is a reflection of the characters themselves.
Yeah, like they're both full of secrets and hidden depths.
On the surface, everything seems normal, but underneath,
There's a whole other world.
yeah, a world of myth and magic.
Exactly. And that's what makes City of Mist so compelling.
It's this blend of the familiar and the extraordinary.
Yeah, like you're playing as everyday people.
But they have these incredible powers.
And they have to navigate this world where anything is possible.
I love that. It's so creative and imaginative.
Yeah, it's a game that really sparks your imagination.
And it seems like it has a lot to say about identity and duality.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, how do we balance our different selves?
Our human side and our mythical side.
And how do we make sense of a world that's both mundane and magical?
It's a lot to think about.
But it's also really exciting
Yeah, it's a game that challenges you
to think outside the box.
and to embrace the unknown.
I like that a lot.
Me too.
It's like City of Mist is holding up this mirror, you
Right,
know,
yeah.
to our own lives. Like, we all have these different sides to ourselves,
Right.
these struggles, these hidden desires.
It's very human.
Yeah, and City of Mist is just like a more fantastical way of exploring those themes.
Exactly. It takes those universal experiences
Yeah.
and puts them in this like urban fantasy setting.
Yeah. And it does it with so much style.
Yeah, the visuals are amazing.
Yeah, the whole idea of a city shrouded in mist
Uh-huh.
with ancient myths hiding in plain sight.
It's so cool.
I just love it.
It's very imaginative.
Yeah, and I can already imagine all the crazy stories you could tell with this game.
Oh yeah, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, like what if there's a string of mysterious disappearances?
Oh,
And it turns out it's all connected to like a forgotten ritual
okay.
to appease some ancient god.
Sleeping beneath the city.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, that'd be a cool campaign.
Or like what if there's this corrupt corporation
Okay.
that's trying to exploit the mist
Oh, that's a good one.
for their own gain?
Very noir.
Yes.
I like it.
It's great. See, this is what I love about tabletop RPGs.
Yeah.
It's not just about playing a game, it's about creating a story together. Yeah, a shared experience.
Exactly.
And City of Mist seems to really get that.
Oh yeah, it's all about collaboration.
From the world building to the mechanics to the tags
It all comes together.
to create this really immersive experience.
Yeah, they're a very unique game.
And I'm really drawn to the character development aspect too.
Yeah.
The idea that growth comes from confronting your weaknesses
Right.
and embracing that duality.
It's not about being perfect.
Yeah, it's about becoming a more complete person.
Exactly.
And that's something we can all relate to.
Yeah, it's a very human journey.
It's like City of Mist is saying, hey, you have these amazing powers,
Uh-huh.
but you also have flaws and fears.
And a past.
Yeah, and it's all part of who you are.
It makes you unique.
And it's through embracing all of that
Yeah.
that you become a true hero.
It's a powerful message.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
what stood out to you the most about City of Mist?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think it's the balance
Okay.
between wonder and realism.
Yeah, like it's this fantastical world,
Yeah.
but it's also grounded in human experience.
Yeah.
It's like, it's saying, hey, you can dream big,
Uh-huh.
but don't forget who you are.
And your everyday life matters too.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Me too.
It's been awesome exploring City of Mist with you.
Yeah, this is fun.
I'm definitely going to check this game out.
You should. It's a lot of fun.
And for everyone listening,
Yeah.
if you're looking for a tabletop RPG that's different,
Uh-huh.
something unique and imaginative,
Yeah,
City of Mist is definitely worth checking out.
absolutely.
You might even discover a little bit of your own inner myth along the way.
That's a great way to put it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for this deep dive into City of Mist.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Until next time.